Okay, in this video we're going to be doing an activity, and this activity has to do with translations. Remember, translations, all it means is that you're sliding a figure left and right or up and down. Okay, so for this activity you have to roll a number cube to fill in each blank in the statement below. So we're going to translate triangle ABC blank units to the right and blank units down. We're going to fill in these two blanks by rolling a number cube, in other words, a dice. So here is my simulator of rolling a dice. I'm going to click on it, and I have a 4. So right here on my problem, I'm going to put 4 units to the right, and I'm going to get my dice again, and I'm going to roll it again, and I'm going to get another 4. So I'm going to also have 4 units down. So everybody's going to have a different numbers here when you come to class tomorrow and you do this activity, because everybody's not going to roll the same number. So I'm going to translate triangle ABCD 4 units down, to the right, and 4 units down. To do that, I need to translate every one of these points, every one of these corners. The vocabulary that I'm using here is vertex. Every one of these vertices is the plural word of vertex. So one vertex, and you have more than one, you'll say vertices. Okay, so I'm going to translate this vertex right here, 4 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to go down 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is going to be my A prime. B is right here, so I'm going to go down, I'm going to go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go down 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is my B prime. And finally C is right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and that is my C prime. So now if I connect my points correctly, I end up with my translated triangle, and that's what I needed to do. To finish this one, that's all you need to do for number 1. So number 1 is done. Number 2, we have to draw the new triangle. We did that already. Label the new points. We did that too. A prime, B prime, C prime. And then record the coordinates in the table below. So we need to do that. What's A prime, B prime, and C prime? Remember, to be able to find out where A is, we always start here at the origin, the point where the Y and the X axis meet. So this is the origin. And I'm going to walk over to A prime. I'm going to walk over 3 units to the left and 3 units down. So my coordinates are going to be at -3 because I went to the left, and then I went down 3, so that's also a -3. For B prime, I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but oops, let me see if I can undo that or redo that again. I'm just going to use a different color highlighter for B. For B, I'm going to use red. To get to B prime right here, I need to start at the origin and walk 1, 2 units to the left, so that's going to be a -2 because I'm going to the left, and then I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So this time, because I'm going up, it's going to be a +4, not negative like I had up here. That's a -3, by the way. Now C prime. C prime is sitting down on the 4th quadrant. So I'm going to use green for that one. I want to know where this one is. So I'm going to start at the origin, and I'm going to go walk 2 units to the right and 3 units down. So because it's 2 units to the right, that's a +2. Okay, notice that these other ones were going to the left. That's why they're negatives. This one's going to the right, so it's a positive. Now I'm going down 3 units, so that's a -3. And that's my coordinates for A prime, B prime, and C prime. Yours are probably going to be different when you come to class, because you're going to roll a different number and your triangle is going to end up in a different place. Okay, so I'm finished with number 2. Let's go on to number 3. Okay, the question says, how is the translated figure like your partner's, and how is it different and why? This you're going to answer tomorrow. You're going to look at your partner's figure, and you're going to tell me, how is it alike? How is it different, and why do you think that is? So you're going to write me a couple of sentences there. Okay, here's number 4. Roll a number cube to fill in each blank in the statement below. So the first thing we're going to do is roll that number cube again to fill in that blank and that blank, to see how many spaces we're going to be moving to the left and how many spaces we're going to be moving up. So here's my number die again. I'm going to roll it once. First number is 5 and the next number is going to be 3. So that's what the numbers I'm going to put in. 5 and 3. Okay, so I'm going to translate EFGH, the trapezoid EFGH, 5 units to the left and then 3 units up. Okay, so here we go, 5 units to the left, each corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to the left. Uh-oh, I went right, didn't I? Okay, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to the left and then 3 units up. 1, 2, 3. So G sits right here. Here's my G prime, right at the origin. Okay, now let's look for F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 units up. 1, 2, 3. So that's F. And then E is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units left, and then 1, 2, 3 units up. So there's going to be E prime. And that's F prime up here, and that's G prime right there. So H prime is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to the right, to the left, and 1, 2, 3 units up. So H is going to be right here, H prime. So now when I connect my dots, I end up with my trapezoid. I translate a trapezoid. Okay, so the same thing, we already have drawn the new trapezoid. We label the points E prime, F prime, G prime, and H prime. Now we're going to record the coordinates of each one of these. So this time I'm not going to use a highlighter, but I am going to move so you can follow my pencil and see what I'm doing. So starting at the origin, to go to E, as the first letter I have right here, I'm going to head and count. It's going to be all the way down to -7 and then down 5. So that's -7 and then down 5, that means -5 as well. F prime, I'm going to move all the way to the -9. That's going to be my first number, and I'm not going to move anywhere from there. I'm not going to go up and I'm not going to go down, so I'm going to put a 0. G prime is right at the origin, so that one's an easy one. It's just 0, 0. I don't have to move anywhere. I stay right where I'm at. But if I start at the origin and I want to go to H prime, I need to go 2 units left and 5 units down. So it's going to be -2, -5. Those are my coordinates. We'll see if you get yours right whenever you get in class and do the activity. And for number 6, you're going to do the same thing. Tell me how it's alike with your partners and how is it different, and tell me why. Okay? So that's pretty much the activity you're going to be doing. Here's another one here, the square P, and then the right triangle KLM. So let's do these two right quick so we can get better at it. The vertices of square P were translated to form square P prime. Complete the statement below to describe the translation. So they already translated it. See, this is the original because it doesn't have the prime notation. So this one is the original. I'm going to go ahead and label that one as the original. And this one's going to be the image of the original after it was translated. So we definitely know that it went up and then it went to the right, right? But remember, we never go up first. We always have to follow the X and the Y direction. So I know some of you are going to be tempted to do what I just did. I want you to first move left or right. So first we're going to say it moved to the right and then it moved to the up direction. So it was translated how many units to the right? We don't know how many units yet because we haven't counted. But we do know it moved right. And how many units which way? Up. So these two numbers are the ones we're going to have to count. So I'm going to choose one corner. I'm going to choose this bottom corner right here. And I want to know how it got to this place right here. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to count. So here we go. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they moved 6 units to the right. So I can go ahead and put that number, 6 units to the right. And it also moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units up. So it went 7 units up. And that's how you do number 7. Really easy, right? But you first have to remember that this little apostrophe right here, that tells you which one is the new one. That's the image of the original figure. So you have to know that's very important, that little apostrophe there. Remember that is called the prime. We read that as prime. Okay? Alright, number 8. If right triangle KLM was translated 13 units to the left and 4 units up, determine the original coordinates of triangle KLM and complete the table below. So now we're starting from the end and going backwards towards the beginning. They give us the new one. This is L prime, K prime, M prime, but we want to know what KLM was. And they told us the translation in the problem, so we're going to have to work backwards in this problem. So it says that if right triangle KLM was translated 13 units to the left, so it was already moved to the left. So let's see what that looks like. This M right here, it was moved. It was somewhere and it ended up being here after moved to the left. So if we're going backwards, we're going to go to the right so we can see where it was before. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whew, 13. Is that right? Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, it's sitting over here, way over here. That's where M was. Okay, and then each one of those you're going to have to count for that. But let's go ahead and do that then. L prime is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's where L used to be. Okay, now wait a minute, Mr. Burgueño, you're just doing one way, you're just doing to the right. What about this one here that says 4 units up? It also went up already. Oh, that's right. So these cannot be the L and the M because it also had to be moved up. So that means we're going to have to bring these down so that when the translation happens, we can move it up and then to the left like it says here. Okay, so let's do that now. 4 units up. So I'm going to bring this one down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So M is really sitting right here. Because from this point, it has to also move down. Okay, so this one has to move down 1, 2, 3, 4. So really, L has to be sitting right here and not up there. So we'll go ahead and delete that one. Okay, now we're going to do K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then we're going to go down 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there is where my K used to be. And when I connect those points, I end up with the original figure because remember, we're working backwards. So they gave me the image, they gave me the new figure, and I wanted to know where the old figure was, the original. So now that I have that, I can go ahead and find my points. I'll let you do that to finish this activity right now. And when you get to the class, we can go ahead and do this in class. Thank you for watching.